Yeah, I was stuffing my face earlier after meal and stream.
Oh yeah. Would you?
Chicken fingers.
Oh yeah. What spot? You got a spot you go to?
Earlier. Sorry. Had to mute my YouTube video that I have open at the same time. Actually, I buy the chicken fingers from like Sam's Club or Costco, and then I air fry them.
Oh, there you go.
I have an air fryer, so it works out pretty well.
Yeah, I gotta get on that air fryer. My brother has one, but he'll like have it, he'll like use it, and then he'll put it back in the box. And I'm and then I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Why you wait? And then it's just like a chore to take it out of the box and use it. And I'm just like, you know what? Just forget it. I'll go to fucking Carl's or something, or like Jack in the Box, or
does he?
you know.
Does he put it all the way away? As in, like a wrap on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
table?
It's like literally back in the box. Like, I mean, he doesn't like. You know how there's like some cardboard attachments that keeps it in place during shipping. He doesn't put that in. Like, it's not to that extent. He's not putting the little accessories back into the plastic, but he puts it in the box and then puts the box on the like on the shelf or aside from the kitchen, and then sometimes it gets moved, and I don't even know where the hell it is, and I'm just like, So yeah, it's always fun over here.
Yeah, that's great. You should tell him, hey, if you're just going to use it so seldom, just give it to me.
Yeah, or I'll buy it off him or something. But he's one of those guys that's like, I already bought it. I don't want to buy another one. It's all right. I'll show you where I bought it so you can buy your own. I'm just like that. He's like, I don't know. He's very particular, bro. He's, he's a good dude. He's a solid dude. He's just particular on some issues. So,
Um,
but yeah, he didn't back the project, so I can talk a little shit. You back the project, man. And you get all the politeness and graciousness, and you were my first backer, so you get the most, man. You set it off. You set the trend. So you get all my kindness and courteous, and any leftover aggression, I'll just take on him.
oh my gosh. So, welcome everyone to WyzGyz Entertainment. This is your host, Wyman. We're just talking crap about food and air fryers and things like that. Welcome to our very special guest, Richard. Is it pronounced Embree?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Welcome, Fade. How's it going? Good to have you.
What's going on, Fade? Fade's cool.
Yeah. Fade's on most, if not all, my streams, it seems.
Nice.
Fade's really rocking. So, Richard, tell me a little bit about your background and how you even got into the comics industry.
Well, I started out like every little kid, collecting comics. I didn't really have anyone to guide me when I was younger to like teach me like, hey, buy from this and then put them in here. So I would just buy random comics because of the covers and I liked it. It was back then. It was like basketball cards and comic books. So and then as I started getting into comics more, like my favorite characters were like the Punisher and Venom because I liked it. It was like a rated R cartoon. I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, yeah, they edit out the cuss words and the blood is actually black. But man, you this is like adult theme. This is pretty cool. And so and then in high school I got more into like hip hop and doing music and producing music, and that kind of was the main focus. And I got to the point where I like doing authentic hip hop where there's a lot of you're using samples and stuff like that. So with that, I was like, man, I never own anything. I don't want to clear samples. I don't want to pay someone and then the sample's not clear. I like I want to own it. I want to produce it. I want to and I just kind of like lost the passion for it, and that kind of sent me back to comic books. And so I started, I hopped on the Garth Ennis run, and I was like, oh wow, look at what Punisher's doing now, and this with the Garth Ennis run. I'm like, wow, this is great. This is cool. These are like for adults. This is awesome. And that led me to like other, well, then Preacher and then some other stuff, and then Why the Last Man, and just hitting up my rounds on the Vertigo, whatever Vertigo was having out, because they had a lot of great stuff at that time. And I just really got into wanting to create, because I think creators, I mean, this is my theory, we all have a certain thing that, like a certain itch that comes with it. And, like the idea was like, why don't you make a comic book? And, I did some research, saw how much page rates are and this and that. And I just decided to make the move. And the first script I wrote was The Last Goodbye. So I contacted Brian off of, I think, either Pencil Jack or Digital Webbing. And we discussed page rates. And we got like 15 pages in. And his wife had some complications. He had to step away from the project momentarily. When he came back, I didn't have the money to pay him his page rate. So, and then when I did have money, he was already assigned to another project. I came out with another comic called The Port. I was at like WonderCon doing shows. And when I did The Port, that was done. And I contacted Brian. Our schedules finally kind of met up, so I was like, "Hey, let's finish this book. We're already 15 pages in. Let's wrap it up." And we were able to do that. And I published the Last Goodbye with just inks, and I inked it. I lettered it myself, and it was good for the time. It was a good lesson, but I think it could have been better. And when okay, so after that I had like a little break from comics because I had kids. So that I was like, man, I can't afford to get an artist on it. And so now I come back to comics. I go on Twitter. Back when I was doing comics, ComicsGate wasn't really it was like in the infant stages. It was very it wasn't really as well known as it is today. And when I got back, I just noticed the energy this community has, and just the passion that the creators have, and the passion that the customers have. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty energizing. So I was thinking, you know what? I'll just release The Last Goodbye again, because one of the main reasons is I wanted to do a crowdfunder where I know I have the artwork done. So all the artwork's done. So I just need to get it colored. So that gives me a lot less stress, because now I'm funding the campaign, and I know the artist can't skip town or just give up and leave my backers waiting for like years for the project to ship. So that's why I was like, okay, I feel real confident in that. And I got with a colorist who is Brian Magni, who's he is very reputable, and he's very talented. So I was like, okay, that just adds to the project. And then I'm not doing the letters this time. I learned from that mistake. There was too much I need to learn, and so I actually reached out to Eric Weathers to do the letters, and I'm gonna put him on the project. And again, he's very reputable.
Yeah.
And so I don't mind digging in my pocket to bring this out, because I want to bring the best project I can. Because right now, I want to show people, like, this is like my introduction. This is me showing you who I am as a creator. This is me showing you who I am as a brand, as a company. And so this is how you build trust. This is how building trust is just showing people. So when you back the project, and I want it to be just a stress-free a situation where, like I said, the only thing you need to worry about is where are you going to sit to enjoy this book, because I'm going to make sure that it's bagged and boarded in a Gemini mailer. I'm thinking about putting it in another bag, because I've been seeing people have been having rain damage even though it's in a Gemini. So I want to protect. Yeah. So I want to protect from that. Even though I guess I don't know if the sprinklers are on or something, but I saw a Gemini mailer that was like, I guess they put it in the post person put it in a area that was wet. So
Ooh, dang.
yeah, and I was like, damn, that creator did everything right, but that person, so I want to try to prevent as much stuff as because I can pack it and ship it as well protected as I can, because I don't know how either the post office or whoever is going to transport it, now they're responsible for it, so I want to make sure it's like tank proof, so that you will get your product and it will be like really in a high grade condition, because like I'm also a collector as well, so I know what I want when I buy something, and I want it to be a very mint condition. So I'm gonna try to make it as best as I can do, and then hopefully it gets there. And of course I'm gonna be printing extra in case I need to send a couple more out. That's fine. I'm more about making sure that this transaction is enjoyable, and I want to make sure that you enjoy the story, because I enjoyed writing the story. The story is a 33 pager. It's a crime noir. It's we deal with a guy that became a bad guy. You get to see how he becomes a bad guy, and then he kind of wants redemption and to stop being the bad guy. So that's the journey we're taking.
Right.
And so it's a one shot. It's a story. Enjoy it. It has a lot of heart, and it has a little twist at the end. So that's basically it. I just want people to read it, enjoy it, maybe read it again. Maybe if you bought it, share it with someone that you like, and encourage them to get it if they like it too. And just keep the ball rolling. So
Nice. So with your, do you plan on using Gemini mailers or another solution?
I'm looking at Gemini right now because people feel confident and comfortable with that, and it's like kind of sets a standard.
Hmm.
So I know some creators in Australia and Canada they have trouble getting them, and since I'm able to get them in the USA, I kind of want to go with that. I know Uline has something very similar, but Gemini seems to be what people are expecting, and as far as like customer service, you always want to do what people are expecting. You don't want to have surprises. And my word is something. So if I already said Gemini, I have to back it up and
Yeah.
make sure. Yeah. So I want, like I said, I'm earning trust. So this is where I do it. Like if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. So
So far, at least in my experience, and all the CG books I've received so far, Gemini mailers have not failed them. Uh,
yeah.
they'll get a little dinged up, but it's in the crash zone, which is what you'd expect. So I guess I've also been pretty lucky that I haven't had anything with severe water damage.
Yeah.
Maybe a few droplets at most from a shower. And so do you think you might go with like a Kevlar case option so it's tank proof?
Yeah. Well, I looked at the shipping prices would be a little expensive on that. So
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah, that would be funny though. That would be funny to like have like a bulletproof cutout and put it around the comic, and the comic comes to you and it looks like 50 Cent, like he did when he first came out. That'd be hilarious. That would actually be funny, dude. And then I'd just put like a koala on it.
No.
So
So let me get this straight. Between when you were a comic fan and when you decided to research and uh, create a comic book, there was a very small gap, right? I mean, you like decided one day, hey, I've got this story I want to tell. Let me do the research and find out who people are using, what resources I need to put together a book. And is that how it worked, more or less?
it was like this. So I became a fan. Uh, it was kind of like in the spectrum of things I wanted to do. And then what I started doing was I would go to the conventions and I would go to Artist Alley
Oh yeah.
and I would go there and I would buy the guy's stuff, but guy or girl, whoever it was, and I would all of it that looked, if it looked awesome and decent and good quality, I wanted to buy it because I wanted to pick your brain. So after I buy it, people don't want to talk to you unless you like support them. And then once I supported them, everyone told me everything, like how they did it, this and that, what to look out for, what how to come at an artist correct, and stuff like that, and how to present yourself. So I acquired more knowledge, and that gave me confidence. And then that's when I went out and tried to get with artists and make something happen. And I did have some failed attempts. There was a artist that I think there were this one guy. He was only using. I would give him a description for the page, and he seemed to only be using like photo references. And when I asked for something that wasn't in a photo reference or something he didn't have, it was he didn't deliver. And then all of a sudden he ghosted me, and I don't know if And then another time, I learned early that this guy he wanted he like we agreed upon a page rate, but the page rate was really low, and then he just seemed frustrated to do the project, even though it was like a 6 page project, and then he just ghosted and out after he did it. And I was like, hey man, I need some revisions or this and that, and I didn't know. Like I wish he would have told me like, hey man, like this is what you get. This is so. As I went to the comic book conventions, I was like, okay, damn, now I know how to negotiate with artists. I let them choose the page rate, and if it's in my budget, it's in my budget. If it's not in my budget, I say thank you. Your art looks wonderful. I can't afford to pay that, and I don't want to say that I can and then not have the money for you. So,
Right.
I was like, I can't afford you right now. I will definitely keep you in mind. And in the future, if I have more funds and a bigger budget, definitely I would love to work with you. And then
Sweet.
people like that because it's like I'm not gonna lie and say I can pay you and then not pay you and then put myself in a situation where I'm stressing on paying you. So
Yeah, you can't go around stiffing people. Yeah.
yeah.
Welcome, Jezebel.
Oh yeah.
Jezebel is so awesome.
Yeah, I seen her. I seen her on Twitter often. Supporting campaigns and stuff. So that's awesome.
Totally. She's a very big CG backer.
Awesome.
Promoter.
Awesome.
She says Kevlar may work. All right, so I think we're pretty unanimous that you got to go Kevlar.
Oh man, maybe the next project. Maybe the next project. That would definitely be cute. Maybe I could do a postcard that's a cutout, and it'll be on a Kevlar, and it'll say thank you to all my fans and consumers, and please let me know if you have any concerns or if it arrived damaged, so I can replace it and make sure I can get it right. That's my goal. I want you guys to be happy. So
Including a note is optional, but if it arrives damaged, you're gonna find out.
oh yeah, please.
Like
Yeah.
through the comment section of your campaign, or
Yeah.
reach out to you via Twitter. But
Yeah, I would say DM me, like DM me, so I can fix it and get your address and get it right away.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Well,
and then after I deliver, take a picture of it and let them know that I took care of you.
oh yeah,
I don't know what some of the creators they get into these like public altercations or something. Like I don't, it's weird. It's like don't do that.
it
If
is.
there was ever a complaint on Twitter, please DM me so we can talk in private and let me make it right for you. That's
Yeah.
it.
That
That's all
was,
that needs to be said.
that was a good tidbit of info. Jezebel says, "Thank you guys." Um, that was uh, a useful nugget of information where you said that you learned from comic book creators that you ask the page rate of the artist up front, and then they provide it to you, and then if it's not within your budget, then you notify them accordingly, and if it is within your budget, then you work with them.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes they don't like saying their page rate because they don't want to undercut themselves. So they
yeah,
asked me this. Hey, well, what? It depends on what do you need. And I'm like, well, this is kind of what I need, and this is the area that I'm looking for.
yeah,
And and I give them like what I'm looking for, and if I could afford a couple bucks more on top of it, then I will. I might say, let me get back to him. Let me do the, let me get on the calculator because I'm horrible with math. So let me get on the calculator and make this happen, and then yeah, we make it happen.
yeah. And you said that you used services when you were seeking out talent. You were using services like Pencil Jack and digital webbing, was it?
Yeah. So back in the day, Facebook wasn't the groups weren't as popular,
Mm-hmm.
and so there was three places you can go. There was DeviantArt. There
Oh
was this
yeah,
place called, yeah, I think DeviantArt's still around,
yeah.
but it's more for like commissions and stuff. I feel, I don't know. And then Pencil Jack was one in the work for hire kind of thing, or the classified section. And then digital webbing, it had a classified section where you could search for talent as well. So it was like the Wild Wild West days, but it was pretty cool.
Did
You can
oh, go
go
ahead.
ahead. I'm sorry.
You were saying?
Oh no, it was cool. It was like nowadays it's you kind of know who you're working with, and they have more samples and stuff. Like back then, it was kind of the wild. So you're taking a you're taking a chance, because some guy could have more or have put up some sequentials, and then they're not even his. Like now,
I heard about.
there's yeah, now there's eyes on everything. So if someone's like, "Hey, that's my buddies," they'll call them out real quick. So the frauds get called out pretty quick, which is awesome.
Oh yeah,
And
that
you
is.
know, and when I work with talent, I I make a down payment, and then I try to get half up front, and as they're delivering, I keep making payments to them, because you want to make sure that you're not just left stranded. I can't afford to take a hit where I'm out a couple G's.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
so
That's a smart way to do it. And when you were describing how the environment of trying to find talent, it very much reminds me of the whole contracting consulting game,
hmm
where they're working on behalf of the companies who are looking for talent, but they have to be the go-between with the job applicant. The job applicant is looking for a certain amount uh, to make it worth working for the company.
hmm
So
yeah,
they,
yeah, broker services and stuff like that.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of challenging sometimes. Did you do you remember if you're using services like Fiverr? That seems to be something that's growing. I mean, I see it for other things, but I imagine
I
some using it for comics too.
I see them, but I just don't. I think Facebook, as far as getting artists and colorists and letterists or letterers, they have a wider selection, and that's where the jobs are. So that's where they are. I
Mhm.
think Fiverr could be used for other things, like I was gonna actually hire a voiceover
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and maybe just other stuff. Maybe someone to draw up a contract or something. Like a simple contract or something. Like you can use that for that. But in my experience, the talent pool is better on Facebook. And as far as graphics, I already have like a lot of stuff I already have through friends. So I got my friend Paul, who did all the graphics for the last goodbye, and watch
Mhm.
we'll cruise down and we'll see, like, so he did all this stuff, he did this stuff, he did this stuff, he designed the title logo and stuff. So like I got people in places that that kind of already I got it covered, and I just make sure I take care of them.
Sweet.
So when I have graphics, I go to Paul and I take care of them. And when I have other things, I go to them and I take care of them. So like working with in this new community with ComicsGate people, I'm looking to branch out and to just keep going to them and take care of them as well. Whether it be, I'm thinking like, because I do have another project after The Last Goodbye.
Okay.
It's just not finished, so I don't even want to promote it until it's finished because, I want to have that confidence level.
Sure.
But I'm already thinking about putting Eric Weathers on it for the lettering because, it's just.
You got some experience working with Eric already.
Well, I haven't worked with him yet, but it's just people like familiarity. People like, he has a name for lettering, so he brings added value to the project. He has a name for a lot of things, that dude's an amazing dude and a creator in his own right. So, yeah, so it's just cool. I want to keep using the same people and build relationships and keep putting money back into their pockets, as I continue to grow my brand and my company.
Oh yeah, for sure. Tell us about The Last Goodbye. What's the basic pitch of it? What's it about?
Basic pitch is it's our main character, Edgar, who is tired of being a bad guy, and we get to see how he becomes a bad guy, and we get to see how he tries to say goodbye to the game, as they say. This is his last goodbye to crime and stuff. He wants to get out, so that's kind of where the story goes. It's I don't want to give away too much,
right? Yeah,
because I read this is
spoiler alerts.
Yeah, this is one of those stories where you just enjoy the read. Like you just enjoy, find somewhere comfortable, sit down, and just enjoy the story. Let it unfold in front of you. So, because I hate, like, it's weird. Like when I see trailers to get excited about a movie, and then I'm like, oh, okay, and then I'm like looking at the movie, I'm like, okay, so this still has to happen, And so it's like, no, I don't want that. That's why even the trailer I shot, or not shot, but made. Yeah, I'm already going Hollywood, bro. It's contagious. No, the trailer I made, it still has just the first couple of pages in there, so you're not really seeing anything that's gonna spoil it. So it's and he's a bad guy. Yes, we do have a secondary a character named Anna who is going through her own struggles, and she's a waitress, and she plays a part in this as well. So it's kind of how their stories kind of interact.
Sweet. And so you said it's a one-off, right? So this is just a single graphic. Is it how many pages is it?
33. Just a one shot. Just a 33 page story. So
cool. And trying to figure out something real quick. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. It's going to be printed in the USA. I'm going to mix them.
Mix them?
Yeah. Because I got their demo and I fell in love with it. Just wow, this is what I want. This is what I want my customers to have, and they're trusted, and it's printed in the USA, so I don't have to worry about it being in a cargo ship stuck on the docks. Like,
oh yeah.
Like it works out better for me. So, and just go ahead. I was gonna say the quality has already been proven. They've already made comic books. People I like to be familiar, So, I'm choosing a letterer whose name is familiar. I'm choosing a a printer whose work is familiar, because I'm not familiar. So I,
Right,
I
right.
need to make sure that, hey man, I'm giving you people that are trusted,
Yep,
So
for sure. And let's play the trailer.
sure, let me go to it right now. And
Is there supposed to be audio?
yeah, is it not audio?
No. Uh,
That's so
stop
crazy.
sharing and stop sharing and then reshare, but make sure you check mark the box to share audio
Let me do this. So
because it looks like your video has the max volume. So
oh, I see it. It's right on the bottom. I see it. I
yeah,
gotta.
we all forget about it all the time.
Wow, I didn't know that. See, on open mic, J Money handles all this, so I'm blessed to have people that know what they're doing. Me. So all right, let me do this again. All right, and we should be good now.
All right, there we go.
I was never one for goodbyes. Why waste your breath? The ones that love you, the ones that hate you. You'll see them all again. The same lousy people. They're always there.
And this is your first project, right?
First project back. I've completed other comic books before. I did a
Oh,
comic book called The Port. I did
is that
uh
PRT?
yeah, let me see. Let me bring it up. Let me see if I can get it on my Facebook. Let me
Like port
see.
of entry? Like
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It was like a watch. Let me see. Let me
or if you does Forest Publishing have a website and everything with different projects you guys have done?
I let's see. Let me save this image and I'll send it to you in the I'll send it to you on here. I was gonna do a website, but what ended up happening is the web designer kind of bounced on me,
Oh man,
and so I was like, okay, you know what? The funds I have available, I need to put into the project, and because I'm funding this campaign, but the colorist is getting paid. Eric Weathers is gonna get paid before. Like I'm using my own money, and then with this campaign money, I'm paying myself back. So it's like, do I invest in a website or do I need to get this colorist paid and get this letterer paid? So obviously, I chose taking care of my the people that are working on the project. And with Indiegogo, I was like, you know what? I don't really need a website. People are gonna buy off it here. It's gonna go in demand, and once I have like overstock of books, hopefully I won't have too much. Then I'll have a website and put them up there. So
right,
and
right.
it was weird because I was like, okay, if I have a website, I don't want to like uh anger my fans. The campaign. I want them to enjoy it, and I was just thinking maybe I should put on the website like 6 months there's that would be my booth at I think it was Long Beach Comic Con. So I did the port, I had the shirts. So like everything I'm doing now, I've already done. It's just I haven't done it in a Indiegogo setting. I always just paid and did small runs and went to the Comic Cons, and I would do like maybe 70 print runs, 50 print runs, 75 print runs, something like that. Nothing over 100, and I would do pretty well. Like I remember one time I didn't think I was gonna do too well, and I did a 50 print run, and I only had like 3 comics left, so it was a good experience. And again, it came with asking. So like not like the first time these people saw me asking, the second time they saw me share a table, the next time they saw me with a table by myself. So they're like, "Oh, dang, this guy's actually growing." So
Yeah.
but yeah, so
So, are these background images also part of your campaign or someone else's? Because
that was someone selling prints. It
yeah,
just yeah.
because it looks like Jack Skellington.
Yeah. When you go, you see a lot of what is it, pinup artists
Hmm.
trying to sell print off of
Yep.
licensed property, and to each their own. Go get your money, but you know, I rather support guys that are going out there and making their own making the guys and girls going out there and making their own comics and making their own IPs, and not needing to have a crutch for Deadpool or whatever the flavor of the month is. So
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, how long did it take you to put together? Oh, by the way, Jezebel says the art looks great.
awesome, thank you. Yeah, Brian Brenly, he's an amazing dude. My 2 Brians I have on this. So Brian Brenly is the artist. He did the pencils and the inks, and Brian Magnai, he's out of the Philippines. He did the coloring. So it's
That's cool coloring. I like what they did with this.
yeah, it looks like some kind of new anime. I was like, wow, this looks amazing.
Yeah, it does. It does look like
Yeah. So I just, like I'm just humbled to work with really talented people. So when you hire talented people, you just pay them and get out of the way. Let them do what they do, because
Yeah.
you hired them for a reason. So
Mhm.
and then the the variant cover is done by Mark Savona, and he's an artist out of Canada, and he does a lot of stuff for um, Haunted Canada. It's a real popular book up there, young adults for Scholastic Canada. So he hopped on. We worked on a project before called The Keeper, and The Keeper actually had a actor tied to it to use his likeness, and
Huh.
it was Robert Lasardo. And what ended up happening with that was I I did too much too fast, and I didn't have a comic fan base built to support that project, because I needed like around 10 grand to make that happen, because I was going like 60-page graphic novel. So what ended up happening is, like, I didn't have the comic book fan base, and he's an actor, so his fans are used to seeing trailers and then coming and purchasing or going to see him in the theaters when it comes out. So it was we got a lot of attention, but the attention was like, okay, cool, I'll support this one. I'll go check for this when it's released. And it was like, no, you gotta back in so it can come out. And
Ooh. Mm.
yeah, so it was it's just, and especially the trailer was like live action, so they're like excited about it, and they were just like, okay, because it's all about how people are conditioned to purchase. And his fans are conditioned, because they're moviegoers. They're conditioned to go see him in the theater, get a bucket of popcorn, get a cold soda, and enjoy an action flick or a horror flick or whatever cool movie he's in.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, and a lot of people, you would be surprised, but a lot of people don't understand what crowdfunding is. There's a certain people
Heard.
that are crowdfunders, and there's a certain people that are comic book buyers, and sometimes uh, they are the same person. There's a comic book fan who will buy or back a project, and I think that's where CG flourishes, is because the stuff they want isn't in the stores. It's on Indiegogo,
Hmm.
and they'll go out and they'll support the creator and the artist and whoever's attached to the project to buy what they want and enjoy some escapism without having an agenda attached to a story
Yeah.
or
Maybe,
so.
excuse me, without getting lectured.
Yeah, yeah. People want escapism. They want to just sit back and enjoy a story and just forget about normal life. Because like after the story, you're gonna have to deal with life anyway. Might as well get a little pause button and or just reflect on a good story and be inspired. I love stories. I love creating stories and having people enjoy the stories as
Yep.
well.
Yeah,
So
for sure. That's a cool looking cover, by the way. Also, uh,
yeah,
especially with the cityscape and the dripping of the blacks. I like that, and the splashing of the blacks. That kind of simulates blood.
yeah.
Real quick, what was the? How did you come up with your logo, Forest Publishing, and uh, what is the thinking behind it? And the koala on the lamppost.
So
That's
like I always wanted a koala on a street lamp, you know, and I just thought that would be cool because it would be like urban jungle, or something, But I forest comes from like I was like, okay, let's think of something that sounds recognizable. And so I was like, okay, well, forest, but we'll put it with two R's because it's like a name. And forest, what's in the forest? Trees, wood, paper, comics. I was like, okay, that's a cool like little like insight. And then the koala comes from I had a friend, and this person told me, you know what, you're like a koala. I'm like, what do you mean by that? And then she's like, you're like you think you'd be fuzzy and adorable, but you're like a mean little son of a bitch. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use that later in life. So I was like, okay, koala, streetlight, and I gave it to Paul, and I was like, hey man, put this guy on the streetlight, and he put it on a lamppost, and I was just like, dude, that looks doper than what I wanted. Like I said, with talented people, just pay him and get out the way. And then he put the little banner behind it, and I was just like, all right, dude, I like it. It's cool. It
yeah,
looks like a real publishing company.
that
So,
that is nice. I like it a lot.
and I would get a lot of like one artist I worked with, one of the first artists, even though he flicked on me, he was like, dude, I want to work with you just because of that logo, because he was Australian. He's like, dude, I would love to work on that book. And he went like, hey, this guy was bad, and he did like 2 pages in and then disappeared, and then God bless him, he said he had like some mental issues and he was on like a lockdown, and I'm like, okay, well, let me know when you're ready. And then it like there'd just be gaps, so okay, I'll wait for him to complete a project before I I invest money in you, big dog.
Right,
I hope
right.
I'll be there as a person, as a friend to talk to, or but yeah, I can't afford to invest that money in
Yep,
you're not uh mentally healthy to take care of yourself and to finish this project through. I'd rather you go take care of yourself and get all the help you need, and then when you're ready to come back, we can revisit this. So
yeah, for sure.
yeah,
Just checking out some of the interiors.
yeah. And again, I was there's like I said, there's a certain like how I want to pitch this, is we see him being the bad guy. You see in the trailer that, like, Anna's the waitress, and that I wanted to show you as little as possible because I want you to just sit down and enjoy the story. So again, Brian knocks these colors out, man. He really puts in the detail. So
Yeah, I like the spattering effect. The way he spatters with the colors, like
yeah,
brick wall in the background here. Instead of being solely flat. And then you got the action scene, and you got a spattering here too, as well
yeah,
as the garbage cans.
yeah. He touches it up. Yeah, he touches it up a lot. And then with Brian Brinley's art style, there's a lot of room to color in and play with. So he takes advantage of it and makes sure that he can play with it and get some things looking nice. And yeah, that wall, it looks real dirty. It gives it some texture, some tone, some feel. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And you have that extra little detail, the splatter of blood here from when his head
yeah,
pounded the brick. And then, when you get punched in the wall, your body's gonna have a tendency to slide down through
yeah.
gravity. So you got a strip of blood there.
Uh, yeah, that's that character didn't pay a debt, so that's, I guess, that's kind of what happens to creators that don't pay their artist. Their artist comes and this guy's like, hey,
Knock
man,
it off.
this guy's like, hey, man, I'll draw you a portrait and just go kick this guy's ass for me. That's that artist mafia, bro. I don't want I don't want no problems.
Oh yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
then I made the variant cover the shirt because I just thought it popped on black. That just looks like a cool shirt. So yeah, it's gonna. And like I said, all this stuff I already done before. Printing shirts. My friends own Bow Down clothing, so it's
Your friends own t-shirt printing?
yeah, they've been in business since like '98, and like everyone's wore their brand from Ice Cube to Exhibit to a lot of like West Coast hip hop. You can look it up, bowdownclothing.com.
Bowdownclothing.com. Let me check that out.
Yeah, so yeah, it's so I mean they definitely don't know how. I mean, they definitely know how to print shirts. So I'm that's like one of the things I'm not concerned about because I know those are going to deliver and they're going to be awesome. So, and then the campaign stickers, that's something new. But I'm going to Sticker Mule, which is a real
Oh,
reputable company.
yeah.
And
A lot of people use sticker meal.
yeah, so I get what people know, what's been proven, what's been tested, and I'm gonna come out with the stickers because I want it to be, even though it's like an adult comic, I
Mm-hmm.
want to have that where you open it and it's a surprise and it's fun and stickers is kind of cool because like who gives you stickers for an adult comic? It's just something new and just even if you don't stick them anywhere, you just put them in the book and right there and just keep them in there. That'd be kind of cool. So
Yeah, there are some campaigns in ComicsGate that are offering stickers. So I don't know if it's going to work out, but I was thinking of getting a binder, filling it with those pages of plastic sleeves that have the pockets in them,
yeah,
and put the stickers in those because I don't really want to put it on. I don't want to literally stick it on a binder, and I don't really want to stick it like anywhere.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. No, I hear what you're saying because once it's on, it's on.
yeah.
So yeah,
Because once you get it on, it's usually pretty hard to take it off.
yeah. So then we have the team right there. Progress.
Written by you,
Yeah.
art by Brian, colors by the other Brian, letters by Eric Weathers.
Yeah, I had an editor too, Dane Lamont. Man, he's a lifesaver. Like I'll send him a script, and then he makes the corrections and sends it back, and I'm like, thank you, Dane. Thank you for making sure I don't look like an idiot, with my grammar and it's always good to. One thing I'll say, if you're a creator, get an editor. Get a editor, because they read over it with a fresh pair of eyes, and they
Mhm.
say, hey, this isn't making sense. You need to explain it more, because when we're writing, we think we know all the answers as far as what's happening in this universe, and sometimes they don't get translated because we think that people have the same thoughts as us. Like, oh yeah, why do I don't need to explain this, and they'll say, no, this isn't clear. You got to elaborate more, talk more about this. This doesn't make sense, and they look for. Well, at least Dane does. He looks for like flaws. He's like, you said this here, but this is here. You might want to change it to
So,
this,
like
clean it up,
consistency,
continuity. So
continuity, yeah, yeah, that's good.
yes. So it's
That's
always
good.
it's always great to have a second pair of eyes on it.
Yeah,
And
I mean, even if you can't afford a separate editor, if you can get like family members and friends or uh,
yeah,
who you trust to give you honest feedback, you got to have more eyes on it so
yeah.
that you can weed out any possible grammar or spelling errors, consistency, and uh, those kinds of issues.
Yeah, my if you don't have an editor, my advice is get that one friend that likes to read
Mhm.
a lot, and give it to him and just have him read over it. Because that guy or girl is gonna be like, this seems out of place. This seems, and they're gonna give you correct feedback.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
good. Good tip. Pro
al-
tip.
also too, when you're looking for an editor, make sure the editor and you are on the same page, meaning they want to tell your story. They don't want to change your story. A
Mm,
good editor wants to enhance your story, so he's going to tell you ways to better communicate your story and not be like, I think you should do this. I think you should do that. To where it totally changes your story to their story. So if you do get an editor and they start trying to change the story, just think for its time, whatever it is, and then get another one.
yeah, yeah. Welcome, Nova Blast. One of the best CG deals right now is the early bird tier on The Last Goodbye.
Yeah, I'd agree, Noah. Thank you.
And Fade agrees. Yes, it is a good deal.
Yeah. Like I started the comic at 15, but I was like, you know what? If I can get people to buy more and more, I can just start cutting prices. And that early bird combo is because, you know what? I know a t-shirt manufacturer that I'm not going to be paying uh, the 25 or 27 or 21 to get that shirt printed. I got it at a lower rate. So since I get it at a lower rate, you guys get it at a lower rate.
Right, right.
And that's where I can really come out and who doesn't want to wear a t-shirt? Who doesn't want a t-shirt? It's almost like when you buy this project, it's almost like a loot crate. You're gonna get stickers, a t-shirt, a comic. You know,
True.
and I just don't have any toys. I'm not on that scale to make toys yet. But
Well, you'll get there.
yeah,
You'll get there.
yeah, it's just grinding it out. Like I know that this is a marathon, and I have awesome people behind me that are supporting me and that are growing with me as well. Like WyzGyz, you're growing as well too. So I'm happy to be associated with you, and I'm happy to have you on our show and be on your show. I mean, this is awesome.
Likewise, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and as long as we continue to grow and grow and put out quality product, whether it be YouTube shows or whether it be comic books, we're going to continue to grow and just being consistent. So I
That's
mean,
right.
I love this. I'm really happy right now, especially the kids are healthy and the wife is 100% behind it, supporting it, and it's great. It's good stuff. It's exciting.
Out of curiosity, speaking of which, when you were first getting into doing comics, did your wife have a lot of concerns?
Oh, I was single. I was a bachelor, bro. this
Oh, okay. All right.
is when I was first getting into comics. Like the first show I did was like in 2013. So I was I did it. Well, I don't want to say maybe 2013. I think I did it something before that. I think I started going to shows at 2013, and then in 2014 I was at a WonderCon sharing a table. So
Cool.
yeah, but
She
yeah,
knew you were already heavy into comics by then.
yeah. What would happen was with that miscalculation with the keeper, uh, I ended up losing a lot of money. Because I spent a lot of money in promotion,
Mhm.
but it wasn't directed in the right way. Which like you live, you learn, man.
Yeah.
So and then right after the keeper, I tried to do something else, and that didn't work out. And then my daughter was my wife was pregnant with my daughter, and that took over. It was like, oh, I can't afford to pay an artist. I can't choose between diapers. Well,
Right.
actually, I can choose between diapers and artists, and so I was like, I can't uh in good standing, like, hire an artist knowing that I don't know if I can pay him
Right.
or her. So
Unless you went the cloth diaper route.
yeah, but even that, you still have to pay for like detergent and laundry fees.
Uh,
Yeah. So
there you go.
yeah, so I was just, and then now everything's in a good place, and what happens is when you have kids, you get a tax write off. So that
Yeah.
tax write off, that refund, I get right to the wife. Here you go, and then the money I have goes to investing in comics,
Yep.
and you have some money to whatever the kids need, and then it works great. So
Absolutely. So it says that on progress, artwork is completely done.
yes,
Uh,
inks are completely done.
Coloring is 19 of 33 done.
Yeah,
That represents pages.
yeah,
All right. And so, was your original book when you first released The Last Goodbye? Was it all black and white book?
yeah. It was inks because
All
I was
inks.
like, you know what? It looks good. The artwork looks pretty clean, and if I can letter it myself, I can bring it out. And yeah, it looked all right. Let me see. Let me. Well, you know what? I was gonna bring it up, but I don't want people to read the script.
No,
Then I'm
no.
like, I'm like, yeah, you just get it, enjoy it, and then I dox the goddamn comic book in front of you. So
Spoiler alert.
yeah, so
uh,
it looked clean, and I thought, and it sold pretty well. And then I realized that I had a lot of errors as far as lettering and spelling and grammar. That the script was all right. It's just when I transferred it over to into, like, the bubbles, I made some mistakes.
oh,
So I was like, you know what, dude, I've always known to have like spelling errors and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna let a professional letterer come in and do it. And
right.
that's where Mr. Eric Weathers comes in and is gonna knock it out. So
Yeah. So lettering's in progress. Does Eric have to wait till the colorist is done?
with me, right now I'm waiting to give him a down payment. I don't like giving work to people when I haven't given them money first.
Oh, right, right, right.
So it's like I even told him, like, just like I'll give you the money. Uh, it's a long campaign. I know he could probably knock it out in 2 days.
Yeah.
So let me give you the money first, and then I'll start giving you maybe even the ink so you can do what you do, and then let me start making payments, because I that just seems like it's already if you give the artwork before the money, you're already starting off in a bad relationship.
Yeah.
So it's just out of respect for him and respect for just comics in general and just
Right.
good business ethic, So
It just dawned on me that that was a silly question of me to ask, because since the colorings are going over the inked artwork, the lettering, he wouldn't have to rely on the colorist. He could just ink using the. I mean, he could actually letter using the inked
yeah, yeah, and then he just switches the
as a
file out.
reference.
Yeah, and he recommended that, but I'm like, what? No, let me. I gotta put some money in your pocket before I send anything to you. Just out of uh just I don't know. I would feel wrong.
Right.
So
I hear you.
yeah.
I hear you. So checking out the perks here. So the early bird combo has stickers in it, and that's
Every tier has stickers in it. You can buy the $15 book, which is just the book, and you're still getting stickers.
all right.
So even because I know you are paying for a higher quality product than you would be paying for some floppy off the shelf. So I want to make sure that at least you get some stickers and it's still fun. So I know that the ComicsGate fans are very like willing to support. So I want to make sure that you get as much bang for your buck as you can.
I think a term I was trying to come up with earlier was whimsical. The idea of adding stickers.
Hmm.
It's a little extra thing that flashes you back to your childhood and
Yeah, yeah,
of,
and that's what I want. I want it to be
your
fun.
face. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that gives you one physical copy of the book, standard cover, one physical copy of the campaign exclusive variant cover,
Yeah.
one T-shirt, and then the exclusive campaign stickers.
Yeah, and with the variant, I'm not gonna. I'm pretty much when the campaign's over, I'm just gonna press a couple more up, and those are basically for any returns or damaged products. But that's pretty much it. Like after that's done. Once everyone gets their product, and that's done. So I want that to be very rare and exclusive. I mean, I might keep a couple. I'm probably gonna keep a couple for the kids, get it graded, and that's it.
Right.
That's really the plan. As far as the standard cover, I'm gonna press up a couple more, uh, quite a few more, so I can have it on demand for people that want to support. And but that's gonna be pretty low too. So
Cool.
I want to make these kind of exclusives and continue to build the brand. So as I get more people to buy, uh, hold on to these, and hopefully together we can make these worth money
Oh yeah.
for the collectors. So
Yeah, for sure. So let's see here. Yeah, I like when uh, pr- campaigners have a featured tier available, because that to me, and I tell everyone on all my streams
yeah,
that the featured tier to me is the best bang for your buck, and it's also a way to get the full experience of
yeah,
the story, the book, and all that good stuff that you're backing.
yeah.
So
I learned that from Ethan because I think it was Graham Nolan he had on there, and or someone. He's like, "How come you don't have a feature?" And then the feature was something small. He's like, "No, no, no, make your feature the not the extreme tier, but like the middle tier.
hmm
That's that's affordable, but it's not the least they can buy.
yeah,
Keep it in the middle, the best one in the middle,
right.
because the last tier is a personalized cover. So that's basically you tell me what you want. Brian draws it up, and then Brian colors it, and then we print it for a one shot. Just that's your comic. That's the
What?
only one printed in the world, and
Holy
that's what
crap!
you. Yeah,
That's a freaking cool idea.
yeah. I
That,
mean, it's just only thing. It's just Brian has to agree to draw it. You can't ask to do anything too crazy. You
yeah,
know.
of
I
course.
mean, but we can go rated R all day, you know. So,
But
or if
the
someone wants to like, oh yeah, like I want to, I don't know, like people get weird, so I always had to put that disclaimer out. I don't want to say how crazy people get, but you
don't
know, I just
scare up.
nah. If Brian ain't comfortable drawing it, and Brian, you know, Brian's a good dude, but you know, he's a family man too, and I wouldn't
Sure.
ever ask him to do something that he wouldn't approve of. But yeah, rated R, you know, like if you wanted to have like your face on the main character, or you know, have your face dressed up as Edgar, and then your wife's dressed up as Anna or something. That's what I'm thinking of, something like that. You know, that'd be kind of cool,
What
or whatever. You know,
what
whatever.
might also be cool is if you had yourself represented with the main character, and you and him are roughing up a thug or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're like stomping on someone's head. Yeah, Brian will do that. He'll laugh at it.
I
You
think that
know.
would be. I think that would be suited for this type of book.
Yeah. Or like you guys are just both pulling out guns and shooting or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
So standard cover, 15 USD. Um, the last goodbye. Oh yeah, the stickers. There's two total, right? Of the stickers.
3.
Oh, there's three.
Yeah. So you get Edgar, Anna, and then a last goodbye logo sticker.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Cool. So you get the standard cover with the stickers. Then you get the variant cover with the stickers.
Yes, sir.
And then you've got a cover combo.
So both covers, stickers for $20, and the shipping is still the same. So shipping in the U.S. is $5, and if you get both covers and the stickers, it'll still be $5. It's only when I have to charge more than $5 due to the shirt. I got to get a bigger box, and it gets a
Man,
little
I'm
more
surprised you
difficult.
can even get away with $5 in shipping. I'm so used to a lot of campaigns charging $10 to $20, 10 to
Yeah, they're
25.
shipping out graphic novels, and I'm like, dude, I
Mhm.
can't like ship out
That's
a 30 page for $10. I can't if it's like the UK or something, or you
right.
know.
Yeah, I
But
mean, you
yeah,
gotta have some international backers, and it'll cost more for them. Sure.
yeah. So yeah,
Uh,
I just as far as but you know, this is a learning experience, so I want to make sure that I get the lowest I can and still have some buffer space in case you know, I need it for shipping, you know. So
for sure. And then we've got standard uh, cover issue with the T-shirt and
yeah,
stickers.
yeah. And same with the variant, so you can get the
Uh,
stand.
ah,
So this is for when the early bird special ends, and you want to get uh something, you know, basically the same price. You just pick which cover, or for $10 more after the early bird special ends. That's pretty much the early bird special right there, and it's for 40.
right.
So and then that's the personalized cover. So you would actually have your own uh personal last goodbye comic. I won't even have it. You'll have it.
So does that mean you're going to have to do something special? Is it going to cost extra at the printers because you have this extra cover now?
Well, yeah, that's why I'm charging a little more. You know, I talked with Brian, and this is what it's gonna be to cut. You know, I asked him how much for the art. You know, make, and he said he gave me a price, and then to color it, you know, Brian has a price, and that covers that, and then printing. It's still it's gonna be a little bit higher, but they do it digitally, especially at Mix AM. So we're looking at not too bad of a price, and then getting it shipped. But
Because
also too, I wanted to say when you get the personalized cover, I need to make sure I promote this. You still get everything. You still get both of the normal covers. You
oh,
still get the T-shirt, you
okay.
know, and you still get everything that's in. You get everything. You get the whole kit and caboodle, bro. You get
Whoa.
so it's Even though it isn't like you get the standard cover, the variant cover, the T-shirt, the campaign stickers, and the personalized cover. So you're getting all. You'll be getting 3 comic books. One would be a one of a kind, just yours. So it's pretty cool.
That is. That is a good tier. I like that. Personalized artwork. See, what I was thinking of was so one of the biggest costs, as I understand it, when it comes to printing a book, is getting the printers all set up to print your publication.
Yeah, that's for offset. That's like when you're doing. I want to say maybe like more than 500, more than 700, like around there. Then it's cheaper. They can either go offset or they can go digital. Since I'm doing this at a low printing count, everything's pretty much I think it's gonna be digital, because unless I sell like 700, I get 700 more backers. I don't think um, we'll be doing offset, because I still want to keep the numbers low too. Because when I keep the print number low, especially on this first run, that's what makes things more collectible. So even if I like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna release Alaska by maybe 3 campaigns later, I might have it as an add-on. But it'll be the second printing. Like whoever gets this backs this campaign, you're getting the first print, the real stuff. I mean that would be the real stuff too, but I don't want people to think like, oh man, I could have just waited and bought it. No. I want to make sure that you guys are taken care of and then you guys are happy and it's worth the money. Because I'll put different ads in there, or I'll put something different to make sure that it's it's known as a second printing. So,
or like something added to the beginning of the book before the story that says second printing.
Or you could do it in the barcode, like how the big two do it.
That's true.
You can do it in the barcode. Or I was just thinking of putting a different ad, like because if I put an ad for something else that wasn't even around while this campaign was going, it just it lets you know too. So I'll probably do multiple things to make sure people know that this is a first printing and this would be a second printing.
Oh yeah, right on. Yeah, so you're saying it's more a concern with having multiple covers, more of a concern with offset printing than it is digital.
Yeah,
because it's not having to do complete reset of the tools, the machines, and all that stuff.
Yeah, well, it's they have it half set up, and then they have the cover set up. So when they're doing the interior pages and stuff like that, and they only have to do a cover, they might give you a deal, but on the but that's for like big guys. That's like I don't know how many covers did Malin come out with recently. He has quite a few, huh?
Oh gosh, I don't remember. I thought it was only like a total of 3 or something.
Yeah. So that's something that's where he would someone big like that would have to kind of worry and work the numbers. Me, I already know like this is probably gonna go all digital. So that makes it but also digital it's a little bit crisper. It pops a little more.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So, and how digital works, to my understanding, you just put in the files and then it just pops it out, and it's ready to go. Whereas the other one, it's like a whole different setup. I think who has it? There's a YouTube, I think it's Print Ninja, where they show you what an offset looks like and they show you what a digital looks like. And you can kind of get a little behind the scenes action on how comic books are made.
Yeah.
So
Print Ninja is another company that people use. It's I think people kind of shied away from them since the whole pandemic thing,
yeah,
and because it caused huge delays in Print Ninja's
and
production.
I wonder if they're a broker, because a lot of these, well, there was a print company in L.A., but their printer was really in Korea.
Oh wow!
So it was they gave me a good price, but I'm waiting on a 5 week delay, and I mean it would be delivered to Long Beach, which I live maybe like 30 minutes from Long Beach.
Uh-huh.
So I mean like okay cool, I'll save on shipping,
Right.
and I'll go pick it up at the port or at their office. And but it's just the quality wasn't what I was looking for, and especially wanting to make sure that I come out and make a good first impression. I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna go for what's trusted. I'm gonna go for Mixum, and it's printed in the USA. So a lot of people kind of, they're liking that. They're like, oh, it's printed in the USA. Okay, we're putting Americans to work. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good feeling.
Yep.
Because that's our neighbors. That's your neighbors. That's my neighbors. They're gonna get some work, even
Yep.
though it won't take that long to print because the print we're on. But you know what? It's we're still chipping in. So
Yep. That's so good. That's still good.
yeah.
Let's go ahead and play the trailer again.
I was never one for goodbyes. Why waste your breath? The ones that love you, the ones that hate you, you'll see them all again. The same lousy people, they're always there.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Clues One. He's the producer of that beat, and so I told you I had like a little history in hip hop.
Uh-huh.
So I remember this guy when he was like 13, 10 years old because his dad would come over, and his dad was like a rapper out of Long Beach, and he would come over. His name is Ambush, and he would bring his son. His son would play with the neighborhood kids, and then now fast forward, his son's making beats, and I was like, hey man, your son's really talented. Would he lease me a beat? And he's like, you're doing comics? He's like, that's so cool. Yeah, let me talk to him. And he arranged that. So shout out to both of them, man. I think that hip hop beat really gave the trailer some flavor and kind of set the tone on kind of what we're doing here. So
Yeah, that was nice. I liked it.
yeah, so
I dig
it
it.
was a good addition. So
Absolutely. So we've got campaigns at 9:35, 28 backers. Definitely back this book, The Last Goodbye.
yeah, you're gonna like it. It has a lot of heart. It's a good nice read. Not too long, not too short. Definitely can read it in one interrupted, enjoyable session sitting. And I look forward to delivering this product and making sure it gets in your hands nice, crisp, and approved by collectors. Like have that collector stamp. So
For sure. And the early bird combo, best
how
deal around.
how many we have left? Let me see. Let's see.
25.
Okay.
What's that, 9?
Yeah, 9 left.
So better get in on it before it's gone.
That's what I pitched too, because I'm like, here, this is the best deal for your bang for your buck. Because like at $30, what are you paying? Like $20 for a shirt, $5 for two comics, and then like you getting some stickers for free. That sounds like a deal to me. So hope we get this thing funded.
Mananui, welcome. Mananui says, "Damn, I'm late."
All right, welcome.
Yeah, definitely welcome. Not a problem. We're gonna start over from the beginning.
Okay, let's do it. hey, wise guys, I'm trying to sell books all day. You want to start from the beginning? Let's do it, man. The kids are taking a nap. Let's go. Let's do this.
Rewind.
All right.
So, do you say it's 32, 33 pages?
33 pages.
All right.
Yep.
And yeah, so do the pitch again on what the book is about.
Okay, so the book's about our main character Edgar, who is tired of being a bad guy. You know, he's running the streets. He's doing illegal activities, and because that's what he was kind of. You get to see how he becomes a bad guy, and now he's regretting being a bad guy, or he's having second thoughts. And this story is about his journey, is him saying the last goodbye to that street life, to being the bad guy. He wants to be the good guy now, and it's how he gets out of it that this story takes place. So
Sweet. And so checking out the covers again. Got some good work here.
yeah, it's a 33-page comic, a one-shot story. It's a complete story. I was saying on I think one of my streams recently that I was a fan of The Last of Us, and if they would have just left that game alone, it would have been amazing. It would have went down one of the greatest game stories ever. Just in any kind of medium. So with this, there is no sequel, there is no prequel. There's just this story. It has a lot of heart. You enjoy it. If you like it, read it over, because there's. I don't want to just. I mean, I took a lot of passion into this project, and I want people to enjoy it. I don't want to cheapen it with no, sequels or prequels. I just want this to be a solid story where people enjoy it and go from there. And then I'll have more projects and stories to back it as well after.
You're not going to re-release it in CGI?
Maybe when the technology comes to do 3D coloring, we might look at it again. You know, like, damn, that'd be something. This is the third first print.
Exactly.
So, yeah, but I'm happy. I know this project looks amazing. It's gonna come out. As far as the print quality, it's gonna be amazing. The shipping quality is gonna be amazing. I sound like Trump right now. It's funny. This is gonna be amazing. The best thing ever. No, but no. I just want to make sure that I want to make sure that my backers are satisfied and happy with what they purchase. I want this purchase to be a joyful event and not one that's regrettable and one that's stress-free. Like I said earlier, only thing I want you to worry about is where are you going to sit so you can read this book. That's the only thing you need to worry about. Let me handle the rest. So
there you have it. So this is the standard cover, the original one by Brian Brindley.
Yes, sir.
So that looks pretty sweet. And again, I love the coloring. And then this exclusive variant cover is by Mark Savona.
Yep. And that's going to be a very limited run. Like I said, I'm just printing up enough to cover the backers, a couple extra for my kids and for any damaged products, so I can send that out there and make sure that you're taken care of. I want to make sure that good business is done.
Yep.
I'll make sure that you realize that when you come to me, Forwards Publishing, that you'll always have stress-free purchases and joyous interactions and transactions. So.
Yep. And then you've got some glimpses of the interiors already colored.
Mm-hmm. Artwork is completely done. I talked to my colorist yesterday, and he says, "Hey, man, I'm just waiting on flats." So a person does the flats, sends it to him, and then he puts his magic to it. So it's
so you kind of your artist kind of subcontracts to
yeah.
flat.
It works better for him because he's I think he's working on other books too, and I don't know where he's at with the progress of that, but when the flattener gives his pages already flattened, ready to go, then he can make adjustments and just do the main the heavy lifting.
Right.
Like the flattening is just pretty much almost anyone can do it. I might start learning how to do that so I can send it to him. Like, here, this is the colors I want, and work your magic and make them awesome. But you know what? Like I said, he knows what he's doing. Obviously, the proof is in the pudding, because when the cover comes back, the pages come back, they look amazing. So, in my experience, when talented people are working, I just get out of their way and make sure they're comfortable and happy. So,
Yep.
we all get the best product.
Yep. And then the campaign shirt, which I think is a good idea. I enjoy T-shirts; they're fun.
Yeah.
And then you got the campaign stickers. There's a total of 3 of them. Oh yeah, the last goodbye is one of the stickers.
Yeah.
And then you've got, is it Oscar?
Edgar.
Yeah.
I can change it to Oscar. But you're gonna have to buy one of the $500 tiers, and then we can still do that, dude. I did not give the files to Eric Weather, so this week I will just click away to edit. No, I'm playing. No, it's Edgar.
That'd be insane.
I don't know anyone named Edgar, so I was like, I'm gonna put it Edgar, because if I use a name, people are gonna be like, oh yeah, you named your character after me, and I was like, no, not exactly. I don't want people getting all big headed on me, so.
Oh my gosh. All right, so you got all that. Progress, artwork completely done. Coloring is 19 pages of 33 done.
Yeah.
Lettering is in progress, and printing is awaiting completion. And as has been evidenced throughout the stream, you are all about customer service and delivering a quality product.
Yeah.
The featured perk of this campaign, which seems to be the way to go, unless you want to back one of the higher tiers or the lower tiers, whatever the case may be, is the early bird combo. Very affordable at 30 USD. You get a copy of The Last Goodbye original cover or standard cover by Brian Brindley, a copy of the campaign exclusive The Last Goodbye variant cover by Mark Savona, and then a Last Goodbye t-shirt plus the exclusive campaign stickers. And every single campaign comes with the stickers, right?
Yes, sir.
Every single tier.
Yeah, every tier comes with the stickers. 3 of them.
Yep.
3 cut die.
Right.
I think that's what they're called, right?
Die cut.
Yeah, die cut.
Let's see here. Yeah. So that looks good. Let's play the trailer once more.
I was never one for goodbyes. Why waste your breath? The ones that love you, the ones that hate you, you'll see them all again. The same lousy people, they're always there.
Yeah, that's cool. This cool beat. It sounded like something I might have heard before, but I can't place it.
Yeah, he might have sampled something that maybe another producer sampled, but it's that's the beautiful thing about hip hop. You can get a sample and chop it up and just make it yours and make it original. So
Did you do the voiceover on the video?
yeah,
All right.
I did. I don't know. I I kept clearing my throat until it sounded like I smoked cigarettes and tried to do it. And then yeah, it was because I was gonna go to Fiverr, and then I'm just like, you know what? Let me try to knock this out. And recently, well, I shouldn't say recently, but when we did the trailer for The Keeper, uh, Robert Lusardo did the voiceover because we were using his likeness for the main character, and he had a certain presence when he recorded it, and like that dude's a professional, so it was just me trying to do a hack job of him, so it's because I just try to like sit in the same posture and do the same thing, and because I was there when we recorded it. We recorded at Paul's house, and I was just like, oh, and he just, but that man, he's amazing at what he does with his craft, and so I mean, me trying to do it, I'm just a hack, bro. But it came out all right, and it got the point across.
Right.
And then I was just like, hurry up, get to the beat. And then I try to hide it with the ambience of the street. So, and then it was just I cut that for the effect, and then I just had one line where my voice was naked, and then bam into the beat. So it wasn't too bad. I just turned the ambience pretty high to hide my flaws in my in my voice and in my mic.
Well, it worked out in the end. It's a pretty good one, I think.
Yeah,
It's kind of nice having the ambient sound, then your voice cut in, like just your voice solo, naked, and then the beat kick in after that. It,
yeah.
uh, I like the layout of it. Welcome, Stefani.
Hello,
Stefani's
hello.
darn cool creative. Excuse me. Yeah, so that is The Last Goodbye. That's a cool looking project. Everybody who hasn't already, I encourage you to back this book. Um, Even at the feature tier, it's a hell of a deal. You're getting two books with two different covers, a t shirt, and the campaign stickers. And time's running out because there's only 9 more early bird combos at this price.
Yeah,
That it goes up $10. But
yeah.
even
And
though,
even at $10, it's still a deal. But I'd rather you guys get the best deal for your money. So
darn straight, darn straight. Yeah, so 935 USD, 28 backers. You got a $2,000 flexible goal and
hmm
18 days left. Is this part of the first original 30 days funding?
yeah,
Or
yeah, we're still in the first. So we're like what, a little under 2 weeks. A little under 2 weeks. We're already at what is it, 46%.
yeah,
Not too bad. Not too
yeah,
bad.
yeah. Definitely should get
So, but
funded.
we really, yeah, I really want to get this kicked into gear so we can get fully funded, and then I think when it's fully funded, I got some more because, like I said, I done comics before,
Mm-hmm.
and I do have some comics that I could give away for stretch goals. So
Well,
I just want to make sure that we get it fully funded and then go from there.
that'll be
So yeah, I'm all about like if we can get to this, then I'm happy, and then I'm gonna try to give as much bang for the buck as I can, and that'd be cool.
absolutely. Yeah, that would be a trip. What was I going to say here? Do. Yeah, that's definitely doable. 46% of the way already.
Yeah, and then 2,000 isn't really that much, to be honest,
Hmm.
compared to what guys are making. The thing is, I need to get the project in front of more eyes, because people tend to like the project.
Hmm.
It's just getting it in front of more eyes,
Oh yeah.
and that's really where it's a marathon. I put in the work and get in front of more eyes and continue to work and dig, and you get there.
Yep.
So
Speaking of more eyes, I might have missed it, but were you able to get in on John Malin's stream from today?
no, I don't know. I don't know. I think I was looking at there and I didn't see that until later. And shout out to Jay Money who threw the campaign in there. But I was looking at everyone who responded first,
Uh-huh.
and I think he put them in first, like first come first serve kind of thing.
Okay.
And I don't want to say I didn't make the cut. I just think he put people in that responded first. So,
Oh.
but yeah, I would love to talk to Malin. Like that dude has a lot of knowledge, man.
Hmm.
Like I follow him and I listen to him when he's on the Mandy show,
Hmm.
and yeah, he gives away a lot of knowledge, dude. So
Sure
that'd
did.
be awesome. I would love for him to just look at it and critique it. And uh, I kind of know what he's gonna say. He'll probably say you need to get more backers, you need to get a bigger presence, you need to do more YouTube shows, you need to get a bigger mailing list. Like I already know, so it's just trying to just put in the work and do that.
Yep.
But yeah, I would love for him to take a look at it. I think he did. Nova Blast was on drawing comics with Shane, and Malin was there, and Nova actually went over the tiers and stuff. He didn't show the video, but yeah, they all got to see it. But there were more like I don't know. They were just like, oh, okay, but they were kind of in their own discussion. It seemed like so. I was like, man, I wanted to hear feedback. Like, I wanted to hear like some improvements. Like, what can I do, man? So,
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was.
yeah, but yeah, man. Hey, anyone that is doing it right and making money and having fun and selling comics, man, my ears are all open. Like, I'm one thing I credit myself as being is teachable, and I wasn't too proud to or I didn't have the ego that I'm not gonna ask them how to do anything. No, dude, I went open arms. Here, I'll buy your stuff. Please tell me how to do this. And like you get a lot more education that way than thinking than trying to do it all on your own. So I would love for to be around that kind of crowd and get some professional critique because you gotta think like if you really break it down, if you really think about it, people that make that much money, and especially in crowdfunding, there's not that many people that know how to do that. So first of all, that's very rare. The second thing is that him, Ethan, and other cats of that nature, they're giving away information for free. Whereas if you went to like Hollywood or somewhere, you're gonna have to pay someone for that consultant fee. But just out of the love of ComicsGate, they're giving that information away. So that's so
Yeah,
valuable. So
seriously. Yeah.
even if I'm not on the show or Malin show, like Malin has already gave me a lot of information that I can use and that I appreciate. So I
Hmm.
mean, like I'm grateful for just that. Like I'm, that's amazing, and especially when Ethan gives away the jewels of it and how to do this, and it's great. So
Yeah, I love getting insights behind the scenes, machinations, uh, like how EVS kind of breaks down how much you might expect to pay or when venturing into like toys and figurines and
yeah,
um, how much you can expect to get in what's the term? Well, like profit, I guess, or
Re-
overhead.
return on investment,
Yeah,
ROI and stuff. Yeah,
like if you like for his YouTube channel. Um, One of the things he does, which is a little different from what other creators do with their memberships, is he sends everyone a monthly card, as opposed
Yeah.
to doing like personal or one-on-one or private members only streams. Uh, he sends out these cool trading cards that are related to his cyberfrog.
Yeah.
That's always pretty cool.
And he tells you too, like, I have to spend this money or else it goes to the taxes. So
Mhm.
why not either give it to the government or give it to your fans? So it's he's already giving you the blueprints.
Yeah,
It's great.
yeah, yeah,
So that's
and
why like I said, I'm man, like I'm appreciative and happy whether I'm on their streams or not. They already gave me so much advice that I'm grateful. I'm just that's good stuff, and it's proven. It's like it works out right in front of your eyes. Like
yeah,
there's no debate on. It's not a theory. It's a fact. Look, you know. So, and that's what I like. I like facts.
yeah. And then you see like Dan Fraga, he's always dropping knowledge.
Oh yeah, Dan's like a historian with this comic book stuff. I would love to interview Dan and
Yeah,
just talk comic books because you'll learn. I love learning. So like you can learn a lot from Dan, and you learn on how he handles stuff. Like he's very positive.
mm-hmm.
Even when he's attacked, he comes very classy, very courteous, very loving, and he just wants to be understood.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he wants to make sure that you understand him.
For sure.
And he
Yeah,
doesn't come from any malice or anything to where
and that's
uh, you
awesome.
know,
It's refreshing.
yeah, he you know what it is that California weed.
And
Dan used to live out here, so he knows that California weed, man. He's running out though, so we might see Frag and Snap. I hope not, man. I don't want to see Frag and Snap. He's an awesome individual, and he helps so many people out. He deserves to
yeah,
be happy and just
oh
come
yeah,
on, dude. Like, dude, he has so much knowledge into comic books and just the industry and the craft and the art, dude. Like, like he shouldn't even waste his breath on anti CGers, man. He's so much more valuable other places.
yeah, yeah.
Let, I was like, man, dude, there's other people out here that would just argue with these people. Let us do that. you know.
If you
So,
haven't been yet, his is one of the streams to go on too, because
oh yeah,
even if you get a chance to come in towards the end of one of his streams, he often opens it up and does
yeah,
a panel.
yeah.
And I've been on 2 or 3 of his, I think. I had the honor of having him on my show once,
Cool,
and
cool.
we talked about Black Flag and stuff and his
Yeah,
background in history, and that was freaking awesome.
yeah. He's a great dude.
Yeah,
He's a
that
great dude.
would be a good opportunity to plug your book.
Yeah. I'm,
Oh,
I'm I'm waiting for him to get healthy so I
yeah,
can
sure. Yeah,
when he's back to normal streaming, then I'll ask him. 'Cause
yeah.
he's awesome. Like he's awesome. But I just don't want to. Hey man, I know I know you went through that surgery, but I got a book to promote. Dan, we're still in the first 30 days. That seems like a fucking asshole.
I
So
know, I know.
so I'll just be like, you know what? When he's back to normal, it, like people will know, and he'll be streaming consistently, and then I'll ask him.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of other knowledgeable people, um, Art T. Bear and Adam Post,
yeah,
they were on. They had the stream where they were actually doing the math to see whether it made more sense for one of them to order like an additional 1 or 2 thousand copies
hmm,
versus reprint. I mean, versus whether or not to reprint, I guess.
yeah,
And there was a chunk of discussion just discussing the pros and the cons, the cost of printing, which way to go.
yeah. That's great.
It,
Yeah,
it's really interesting, fascinating stuff.
yeah. Especially with guys that have done it before. And Adam Post was like one of the when I got back into comics, and then I came on Twitter. I tell the story a lot, but when I came on Twitter, I was like, oh no, there's the comic book or the comic gate guys. Oh no, these guys are. But then I realized all of them were nice, and then Adam was like really nice, and he's like, hey man, and he actually recommended Mix AM. He's like, look man, like you can go whatever, but I would check them out. I would keep them an option. And as I'm going through like others and I'm vetting other ones, I just like compared them to Mix AM, and then Mix AM kind of like won over my business, so that's where I'm gonna be going.
Right on.
Everything added up, so you
I hear
know,
about him.
yeah, he's a good dude, very helpful. Every time I message him with something, he's a busy dude, so
Mhm.
but he gets back to me within like 24 hours, and that's
Yeah.
cool, you know.
That's really good.
Yeah.
For
So
someone to get back with you, answer a question within 24 hours, that is really,
yeah, I don't try to ask him too much though, because I know he's busy. So,
yeah, for
but
sure.
you know what was awesome is when we did the 13-hour stream. Uh, he showed up. I was just like, hey man, I'm doing this, and he's like, just drop me the link, and he showed up. Yeah. So that was cool. He showed
Whoa.
up, dropped some knowledge and left. So that was awesome, man. I was very appreciative. That was
Oh my
cool.
gosh. That's epic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's pretty darn awesome.
yeah, and he gives information for free too. Just listen to these guys. They have valuable jewels that they're just giving away, and like that really I didn't see that in hip hop too much, but I'm really seeing it in CG. A lot
Mm.
of hip hop information is oh shit, I got it. I got to keep it to myself because I need to exploit it as much as I can, and then I'll share it. It's weird. It's like a weird little selfish thing, but I don't see that too much in here. I mean, there are some people, but the majority are pretty awesome.
Yeah, I agree with you. It kind of reminds me or throws me back to years ago when I was younger and I was a kid ordering from the Scholastic catalogs.
Oh,
And
that was a great time, man.
you
Yeah.
remember things like the Far Side Gallery, the Calvin and Hobbes Treasury, the Garfield Treasury.
Uh huh.
Uh,
I remember Goosebumps was the
oh yeah,
shit. Like R.L. Stein was like Tupac. Freaking, he was like the man, dude. And the scarier the cover, the more it sold. It was awesome.
yeah, that
So
was pretty popular stuff. I personally didn't read it, but I know it was very popular.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I just remember back in the day, I was, I'd go to the library often, and I was trying to find books that taught you the business, the industry of publishing comic strips and things like that in treasuries, but I never seemed to find anything. I don't know if it was just the lack of content in my specific library or if it just wasn't a thing for them to, you know, talk about the tools of the trade or, things like that. But, fast forward many years, you know, what they do is very much like what comic books do. And, you got all this knowledge at your fingertips from ComicsGate, and
Yeah.
it's just phenomenal.
If you want a good book, a book that I bought was Making Comics by Scott Mccloud, and it is actually an instruction. It's actually a comic book about making comic books. So it's like I can let's
It's
see.
a Scott C.
I'm gonna send you the
Cool.
Amazon list, and I'll send it to you in private chat.
Oh, sweet.
And that's what gave me a lot of between that and asking. So it's like too. I read this book, and thank you for bringing this up because I need to actually tell people more about this. Is um I read this book and it gave me the right questions to ask. So when I went to the comic book conventions, I already had like a like a sixth grade education on it, of what are the proper terms, what is this, what is that, and I was able to get more information because they didn't have to break down every little thing. Like I was already kind of
You
on the
refer
level.
terminology.
Yes, yes. So it's like when they talk about gutter or how much should something bleed, and there's just like all these different things that you kind of learn in that book. And you know what? I should read it again just to get a refresher course. But it's great. It talks about and this could be for a writer and artist as well.
Oops. Did you happen to pick up also drawing comics the Marvel way?
I wanted to get that, but I haven't. I have it. I have it in like a digital scan
Oh,
that may or may not be legal. So so but yeah, I checked out that. But I think Alan Moore has a comic book one too on how to write
really?
comic books. And there's the DC has one on how to write comic books, how to draw comic books, and how to letter comic books as well.
Oh, okay.
So
So there's several resources out there. Yeah.
yeah. So, but the these are books you got to buy. They don't really have them in the library. They might have them now, but back in the day they didn't.
Right.
So it was cool.
Exactly. That's interesting. The library binding is so much more.
Yeah.
Would that be a hardcover then? Library?
This I don't know about this printing, but the printing I got was a soft cover. It
Yeah.
actually has a white background, not this yellow background that you're seeing.
Maybe
The one I have.
newer edition or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's a
Understanding comics, reinventing comics. Huh.
yeah, it's great. He probably has a so let me see.
Drawing words and writing pictures, making comics, manga, graphics. Oh, that's Jessica Abel.
Like I'll show you the cover that I got. Whoops. Let me take this out. Yeah, this is the cover that I got. So I think it was maybe the first edition of it. Because
Are you turning on your camera or are you sharing a screen?
I sent it to your Twitter.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. I sent it to your messenger.
Oh, all right.
So I think yeah. I mean I'm pretty sure it's the same book. It's just newer edition. I think there might be 3 editions.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Let me see something.
Yeah, so that one helped me a lot, especially because it was actually it's written as a comic book. Like you're literally reading a graphic novel about, and so he shows you all the examples, and it's a fun read. So that definitely helped me.
Now where did he go?
Yeah, with knowing the craft and what goes into it builds your confidence, and then it gives you that confidence to go out and do it and invest in it. And I think that helps you as a creator because you kind of know what you're getting into, and the fear of the unknown is not so much there, and then the passion can take over. And with the passion, it could you're going into it with not being scared and just with your passion leading.
Hmm.
So I recommend like if you're gonna get into comic books, just try to know your craft. You know, like you know, Ethan and Malin, they're like, and Dan, they're like 20 years in the game. These guys know their craft. These guys know exactly what they're doing. So, and anyone that makes it to that level, man, they know exactly what they're doing, and they've been around people with even more knowledge that have taught them. So, it's that's a great thing. That's where I want to be. Is to keep soaking up knowledge and keep keep growing. Just as a creator, as a business, as a
That's,
publisher.
sorry, just a sec. What the heck? Just a sec. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong.
Technology, huh?
Yeah, I just wanted to share with everyone the cover you were talking about.
Yeah, that's the cover I have with the purple spine. So I mean, I think the Amazon is the new edition of it. But that book, man, I would have that book next to me when I sleep. I'd would read it until I went to sleep. Put it down, pick it up in the morning, and it's great.
Sweet, sweet.
I I let my friend borrow it, and I was like, man, I need that book back. He's like, I don't know where it is. I'm like, dude, you need to find it, please, man. I was about to go buy it one day, and I was like 2 weeks away from buying it. I'm like, dude, if he doesn't have it, like, I'm buying it with my next paycheck. And he's like, hey, I found it. So good on him.
So you didn't have to hire a thug to take up your friend,
Yeah,
threaten to break his legs.
yeah. I'll just go to the rough side of the neighborhood and be like, hey, man, I'll write you a good story. Just go rough this dude up and try to get the book back. You
Uh,
know. He's
exactly.
like, dude, just give me money. I'm like, all right, all right, all right. You don't want the story though? Nah, just give me 500. I'll go break this guy's legs. Hey, all right, all right. Well, I'll throw the story for free. You want some stickers?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's funny. All right. I think we shall bring this to a close. We almost covered it twice.
Awesome.
Let's go ahead and hit the movie. Play the movie again so you can hear your glorious voice.
I was never one for goodbyes. Why waste your breath? The ones that love you, the ones that hate you, you'll see them all again. The same lousy people, they're always there.
All right, all right, all right. So we're ending the night at 9:35. 28 backers. Everyone who's interested in backing this, I personally recommend the early bird combo before they run out
Yeah, definitely.
because there's only 9 copies. But it's totally up to you. Check out all the tiers available. Pick out the one that best fits with you and your budget. But to be quite honest, it's all very affordable, and they're all reasonably priced. Let's see. So I wanted to thank everyone for joining us tonight, and also thank you to everyone in the audience. Thank you to everyone who will be watching this on replay. Thank you to our special guest, Richard Embree.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on, and thank you for everyone that joined us and commented or is watching this on the replay. I appreciate you guys, and I look forward to earning your business, and I look forward to you guys enjoying the comic, enjoying the last goodbye.
Richard, would you do the honors and share how how the world can find you on social media?
Sure, I'm on Twitter at Richard Embree. I'm also we also have the Force Publishing Twitter, which is Force Publishing LLC. You can add me or just the company logo, whichever you want. I think I'm pretty entertaining as well. So, whichever you want to add or add both, that'd be awesome. And I look forward to not just having comics for you. I look forward to talking to everyone. You just want to come by and say hi or whatever. Like I'm cool. I love that. I love customer interaction. I love talking to people. And yeah, I love just talking comics too. So even if it isn't about mine, so I look forward to interacting with all you guys. So thank you.
Right on. Stefani says, nice. Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you.
You can find me on Twitter at WyzGyz Tweets, Twitch at WyzGyz Twitches, on YouTube, WyzGyz Entertainment. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and mark the bell for notifications. Please be sure, and when you mark the bell, to select all notifications so you make sure you don't miss a video or a stream. And leave any comments down below the video. And thank you all once again. See you guys later. Thank you, Faith, for joining us. Thank you all. Hail chat. Thank you everyone in the audience. Thank you and Richard Embree and Force Publishing. And we are going to close this out, ending broadcast in 3.